Let me get this straight. You blew up a building.
2 CIs and the CEO of 22andU.
2 competing federal agencies with the same mission.
I don't understand why those Fed a-holes are so darn mean.
To protect the public from the scourge of dangerous misinformation.
You know those bum idiots. This is all them. We had a solid case.
The word entrapment, not even in their vocabulary.
The explosives we provided were fake.
Sworn to a duty to always tell the truth.
We have no indication at this time that this was a deliberate act.
We're all being transferred.
To where?
The only place currently with openings. Alaska.
Good morning.
Welcome to the office, huh?
And we got the retro feel. You know, the funny about federal buildings, they're all different, but they're still somehow all the same.
Oh, good morning, Agent Walker. At the coffee station. We actually drew straws before he got here, and I won, so we get to work together.
Let's get started. Let's see if we can't stir something up.
Let's give it a minute. I like to warm up my truth muscles a little coffee beforehand.
Well, what do you want to do first?
What do we have for a surveillance van?
Oh, wow. I got a Ford Explorer. We don't have a surveillance van.
Do you put many cases here?
Cases?
Yeah, cases. We're the tip of the spear when it comes to protecting American democracy.
You really believe this? You really believe that people posting crap online is going to cause our country to crumble?
I think the work that we do is important.
We don't have a surveillance van.
Me and some people got one. We've never needed one.
We need a surveillance van. We need a big case, or a CI who can lead us to a big case.
What do you need the van for?
Surveillance.
CIs, or confidential informants, are the lifeblood of any good law enforcement agency. Public posts on social media are one of the best ways to find CIs. Agents would never use coercion or take things out of context to try and persuade someone to become a confidential informant.
New Taylor Swift single is absolute fire. I'm just seeing a lot of incendiary and violent language here.
Agents always need to be on their toes and ready to make snap decisions.
Is there anything I can do for you guys? Actually, David, there is something you can do for us.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
What?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. McDonald's cheeseburger.
Burger King.
Burger King cheeseburger.
Flame broiled.
Chicken nuggets.
Oh, baby, know you're gonna like it. I wanna be your beaver pilot. Said, honey, know you're gonna like it. I wanna be.
Awesome, right?
Is this a loner?
This thing's totally legit.
What is this? It's got windows!
Windows.
Got windows.
My hair is crazy. My hair is nuts.
Big old flower going on today.
Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Yes, you do.
I do.
Get a big old flower. Oh, well, hey, what's up?
Happy Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Have you heard they're not making yardsticks any longer?
It's too bad for us.
Yeah.
Why is that?
They're just not.
Oh.
You know, they're long enough, I suppose.
They're
What's
already
up with
3 feet long.
What's up with your exposure? Exposing the store.
What?
He's in front of his face.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I got mine. It's like cockeyed up to here to go up there or not, you know. This should come down or not. I don't know. And I'm Robby.
I know. Yeah, and then there's me. I'm like in a smoky room here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Did you clean off the camera lens, or
I don't
like
know what's going
on it or something?
It's like it wasn't working at first, and then now it looks like I'm in a smoke-filled bar.
Oh, those days. Not going to cigarettes.
Oh,
I never
right.
smoked. I never smoked. Never tried a cancer stick.
Wow, that's not even me. That's like the
Where'd you
old
go?
picture. I know.
That's you.
I don't know. Well, that was like an earlier picture. There's me.
There's you.
I'm behind the smoky mirror here. Wow.
Yeah, you really are. And
Wait.
there's no smoke.
It's like you got to clean off the camera lens or something.
There we go.
Yeah. There you are, handsome.
I had it on 4. It was on 480. The resolution was on 480.
What's it on now? 1080.
1080.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't.
Hey, welcome back. Oh my God, we haven't been here in like a month.
To all our viewers, you've missed some things.
I guess you're right.
I went on vacation. So we did I don't even think we did a show before we did the
premiere July 4th.
Premiere show. Yeah,
Okay,
July 4th. And now it's August. It's August 1st.
Well, July 12th, we did a big party. So that was exciting. It was local, but it wasn't.
We didn't stream. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys weren't here. Got to be here to have the party.
Well, yeah. And then I left. I went on vacation.
Right.
And
then I went to
Jodi
the
did
hospital.
not go on vacation. That was not a vacation.
I'll take it as one, but yeah, I got to have a 5 night, 7-day hospital stay. Or sickness. Well, yeah.
Wow.
5 nights, 7-day illness.
Right. And you were in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5.
Wow. Okay, so we'll get into a little bit of that, but we still advertising the show, right?
Yeah.
I want you guys to guess how many subscribers our channel has.
All right. Can you tell me how many it did have?
I'm
going to say it's a 4-digit number.
Yes, it's been a 4-digit number. We were about 1,000 like when we first started.
Wow.
We hit over 1,000 like I stopped by the store and showed you that one day. So
okay. That's exciting. I'm going to say 1,200. 13.
Michael?
1050.
Whoa. 5-digit number.
Okay. No. That's
4,000.
Oh, wow. That's great.
And the video, so the most popular video, well, it's weird because the most watched video
is my airport scene.
No, it's episode 4, which is the interrogation scene, right? It's got like 8,500 views.
Wow.
It's got the most downvotes. It's like 66 and 6. So it's 666 on the up and down votes.
Oh, 6 up, 6 down. The most
6 up, 6 down. The other ones are like 97 point, one's 131 and 3, 228 and 3.
So the majority are like.
Yeah, no, it's all still decent. But yeah, I'm just
what a bunch of
watching the numbers. I know, right? I'd like to find those 6 people and say, hey.
Oh yeah, you were gonna go Jay and Silent Bob on them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you post
yeah, right. Oh, exactly. But it's exciting. And then I actually have for a limited time, I have somebody that's like setting, looking at our account, setting it up. So I have another
set of eyes on it.
Yeah, and so right now I'm running the original campaign that we did. Mm-hmm. And then in a couple of days, I will switch to this other campaign type that advertises not just on YouTube, but like on Google search and
nice
Google Pay, like all over Google, basically.
Nice.
It's like a search all over Google. And so that's Patty, right? Downvotes are still interactions. So.
Yeah. Any press is good press, I suppose. Not usually, but
not really. That's an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
We'll start this new campaign early next week. We'll see how that goes.
sounds
But
cool,
yeah, I mean, 4,000 subscribers.
A lot more than I have.
I feel a little weight on our I feel like we had better produce something worthwhile.
Yeah, we probably better get some more stuff in, but we'll work on it. We'll get
we
there.
did plenty. That's a lot.
I think we're going to need another Tiger King writing session.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't had a writer session in a while.
Oh, I want to get another, like, I know the Jet Set.
Yeah.
I want to get another Jet Set thing filmed
Commercial or
before we go. Well, kind of the delivery to the two.
I will say the government's given us some good source material.
Oh, they definitely are.
Did you hear about Kash Patel finding all sorts of evidence from the Obama administration in burn bags that were not destroyed yet?
I want to know what a burn bag looks like.
Okay, you handle classified information, and sometimes you got to print it off the printer and it's actually hard paper in your hand, right? But when you're done with that, you don't just throw it away. You throw it, it's usually like a brown paper bag. Sometimes they're decorated with like bright red stripes on it. Says classified trash, and it doesn't go to the dumpster. It goes to the shredder or the incinerator. That's a burn bag.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just where you collect it to store your classified trash until you could actually destroy it. Except the thing with the burn bag is you don't save those. You burn them or you shred them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason to like lock them away to be found later by the opposing political party.
When I heard burn bag, I pictured a bag, but I pictured more like you'd see like a bank bag.
Yeah.
You know, with like money in it. And it rolls up, but I also pictured like a guy in overalls standing by a burn barrel, you know, like a 50-gallon drum, and he's just, you know, like burning the trash we used to do when I lived in the country. Like, save your paper so we can burn it in the burn barrel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the Kitty Hawk, we actually had an incinerator, which was funny one time when one of our guys actually got caught on fire, you know, burning the glass, because you have to wear a hot suit when you're in it, and you use like a firefighter's rake, you know, to like break up a burning mattress or something like that. And so you throw your bag in there, and then you like feed it into the fire, and he's got these fireproof hood on and gloves and whatnot, and he didn't notice that his glove actually caught on fire. It's a fire hood and what have you, so he's not going to feel the heat. That's the point. But it's like, Brian, you're on fire. He can't really hear us over the noise and whatnot. And then he's just trying to wave it, which only, you know, like more air to it.
Wave it around. Hey, look, I'm on fire.
It's like, that's my biggest fear in life, and I don't think I've been on fire yet. But, you know, that's my biggest fear of all time, is that I'm going to be burned alive at the stake, because as a redhead, that's legitimacy.
Oh my God.
Seriously, my whole life, I'm like, okay, if anything, I just can't be burned alive at the stake. Just can't handle that.
What about postmortem?
I have feelings. I'd like to be in the earth where people can like tear their clothes and weep. But you know, I think I'm a grave person. I want a monument. I want a tombstone.
There you go.
I want a haunt. I want two lovers to kiss by my cemetery.
Does it matter what you do?
No. If it was two boys, it'd be cute. my cemetery is like the gay hookup.
I have no idea where this went just now.
Oh, this silly. Before it was popular to like say you're a whole bunch of different things.
You were all those things.
I was going to say, I used to say back when you could that I felt that I was always a gay man trapped in a little girl's body. Like I'm like totally a gay man with all of the like the ness and the things I'm interested in, the people I connect with. I'm a little girl. You know what I mean? Like I am in packaging like this. So it's not that I feel like I am a gay penis inside a vagina. No. I feel like I'm Jodi. Gay man trapped inside a little girl.
All right.
So yeah, before it was popular, that's that's funny. Now it's not funny. Now I have to have it. Oh, by the way, I figured out when my business partner and I were working on building a TikTok for for the store, Rethink Home, that there was a part that said pronouns, and I was like, oh, what's the store's pronouns? And I was like, brick and mortar. But they wouldn't let me put it on there.
You go. That's
I was like, that was clever.
That was all right. Yeah.
But the TikTok said it didn't identify with my identity, and I was like, whatever. You have to accept that.
Yeah, I
Today's the day. We all get to be what we want. I want to be brick and mortar.
I thought you had to accept whatever anybody felt like they felt like at any time.
I sure did think so, but TikTok was like, no. But I sure would have loved if they had the pronouns as brick and mortar. That'd be cute.
Yeah. So Jodi, how are you feeling, and what can you share with us about what you went through? Because it was pretty traumatic. I mean,
yes, if you actually were to look at it as a serious person, yes, it was pretty bad. So I was teaching a couple of Mondays ago, and Benji and I had just come back from lunch. We had the same thing, like the same literal food on the same plate. And it was hot, just doing my thing. And then my stomach hurt. And I was like, uh-oh, that doesn't feel good. So I tried to take care of myself. And then I knew it was going to be one of those quarterly cyclical cycling of vomit.
So you have these things occasionally that pop up where
you pop up out of nowhere. Yeah. Completely pop up.
You have stomach cramps and you can't hold any food
down. My body starts losing its temperature. I do the flex swaps. I always say that.
And your blood pressure goes up, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, things I didn't really think about. But what I know is that when I'm feeling these feelings, so we went home and I started to vomit on myself as I'm driving, and we didn't have any barf bags because I was out. And it's our life. And so we get to the house, I strip out of the dress and I go downstairs, and then I get into my stations. And when I get into my station and the boys know kind of what's about to happen, I put on my diapers and I crawl into bed, and I get usually like Sprite or something with carbonation. And then my body vomits until it stops.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it could be one time, it could be a couple times, it could be 24 hours and then be done. Sometimes and it's weird because it just stops.
There's no regularity at when it's going to occur. You can't set your watch by it, but it happens often enough that we have a supply of vomit bags pretty much on the quick draw in the house.
Yeah, we have stations built at my school, at the store, in the car, in case I'm caught and I have to do. So I have some medication I can put under my tongue or a suppository. But I thought for this one, I'd been vomiting from 2:00 on Monday, and we're talking about 3 or 4 times an hour. So we're talking about just vomit.
Oh my God.
Vomit, heal. And so I used the soda to vomit something up because it would just be drive heaving. And I know none of us want that. Like that's really bad. You have to release something. And so it, 24 hours, 48. And I'm like, oh man. And I'm in the middle of tech of a show. I actually left 200 children, to go die basically at the beginning of tech. And it's somebody mentions to me, Jodi, you should go to the hospital. One of my friends, because I'm at this point where it's.
And we've done that several times.
Yeah. And this is the
48 hours into it. Yes.
Yeah. So it was Wednesday afternoon. And I finally said, okay, I think after this was probably over 200 vomits, up 48, up the whole time. We should go to the hospital. And going to the hospital in itself is a lot of process. You know what I mean? Anybody who knows this.
Oh, it absolutely is.
It
100% is a
closed on. You have to go to the hospital. You have to park. You have to get in. You have to wait. then it's the ER. And all of these are steps. You're grateful for these steps in the process. They got to do all these things. They got to check you in. They got to make sure that you're not just there to mess around or be on drugs or something. And plenty of times that we have tried to go to ERs is because I'm dehydrated at that point, and there's nobody in town that does a IV bag or anything. I can't go to an urgent care. I'm sure it's illegal for a friend to hook me up or something, but I had to. At this point, I knew that my body was shutting down and dangerously, and I had to get something in my body. So we decided to go to Providence because the other hospital kept stopping me in the ER and saying, "You smoke marijuana. This is on you. You're allergic. Stop smoking. This is your fault."
Even though it doesn't happen, I mean, it's very random. You said quarterly or even less sometimes. It has no right. It's not like it's
Unfortunately, a study has come out semi-recently talking about links of people becoming allergic to marijuana and it having these similar effects. It is. I will put my hand in a Bible and tell you I don't believe it's that, even though that's what everyone's telling me, because the doctor's job is to get you out of that room and to get you going.
Yep.
And to tell you anything that you will listen to make you go away. I'm going to give you some drugs, go away. And then go check in with your other doctor. You know, all this onus on you to go do all this stuff because that's your only advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm tired of being treated as a drug addict for marijuana, please. I mean, people, please. Fucking pot.
No.
I don't even drink alcohol. I don't drink coffee or tea.
Right. No, exactly.
I have such simplicity in food consumption. I keep my hair short so that I don't vomit in it. That's sad. I literally am living to suffer through this. So this time around, the hospital can't get me to stop vomiting. I'm in the hospital.
So you switched hospitals this time. You went to a completely different hospital than you've gone to in the past.
Yes.
And they. Yes, Michael.
Well, I'd say this is because at the other hospital, we could almost sing along with what they're going to tell us.
Right.
Which doesn't give us any answers and certainly doesn't solve anything.
Yep.
So definitely second opinion time.
Yep. So you're at regional or you're at Providence. So you go to Providence this time. They can't stop you. And then I guess what was your initial blood pressure reading?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
It was high though. It was like,
yes, I'm a person who has incredibly low blood pressure.
They were like cricket scores. 160 over 120.
Right.
I can't tell you. My kidneys were depleted at that point. They were very, very dangerous. And so they put me on, I had 4 ports, 2 IVs in each arm.
Gosh.
And I went to an experimental ward, which is kind of like they don't know what's going on. But I was put in. So I spent the night in the ER, and then they
moved to observation.
I moved to observation, and then I moved into a room later. So this whole time, I'm still vomiting constantly. I'm not allowed to have anything, obviously. Some ice chips, maybe less than 10 I had, like less than 10 little ice chips, a couple of those little apple juices. But again, it was almost to get it. And so the stretch of time was longer between vomits, but they were trying to control that. And, just damn it that I'm a redhead. At the beginning, they're like, let's get you that pain medication, girl. Let's get you comfortable. Well, morphine doesn't work on me. I vomited up. Doesn't work. How about some oxycodone? Nope. I vomited up. None of it will help my body. It all hurts. So I got.
Usually helps.
Huh? Weed usually helps. So I my savior of the day is called apple juice and raspberry is when they run out of that. And so I'm there, and again, like then they finally put me on the clear diet, which means that I could have tomato soup, which was clear, which was quite good. I mean, that's what I went for. I had
fluids and broths, basically broth.
All clear, yeah, and
clear fluids. Yep.
So was it the like bone broth or tomato soup? And I was like, fuck tomato soup. And like putting and things like that. And I couldn't, at first I was just like, oh, I'm going to eat all of it, like your eyes, and you're like, you have one bite.
Yeah.
I die. I mean, vomiting up cream of wheat was disgusting.
Oh God.
That was bad.
Might as well give you grits.
I couldn't. It was on the solids.
Mm.
I could have cream. I couldn't even have oatmeal. I could have cream of wheat. And I'm like, when was the other time you've ever seen me eat cream of wheat? I don't.
I don't think I've ever eaten cream of wheat in my life. I don't think I've ever eaten.
I don't think I've ever purchased.
I was like, nope.
Much less prepared,
So, and then like on the last day, I think I got some crackers. So like literally that's what we're talking about. And we're at 7 days at that point with no food. And I just didn't, at that point I was wondering, I was like, when do I need to start? And they're like, you're fine for right now. But because coma patients, have to have food. But I guess if I can't keep it down, because they keep it, I don't know. But I was wondering about food. I was wondering about like what time I'd be able to start eating, like, how many more days. But I still fit in the bed, and I was alone for a lot of time. Loved that. And I slept for a long time, and I liked it. And it was only maybe a couple of times where I was like, I was never watching television. That was just there. But I had to keep focused on the vomiting. So it's like, I found the joy. And sometimes, nurses, they're not even nice to me sometimes. Like you just get nurses who are just not there to have fun. But, no jokes, no nothing. But I had plenty of other nurses who were nice. Oh, just, sometimes you just come in and you get a grumpy nurse, and you just get a grumpy nurse.
Yeah, I get it. Yes.
I mean, it happens to me too. And so it's like, but, I had most of the nurses that were nice were Filipino.
I've seen where I get the nurse that somehow she's acting as if I have as much experience being a patient as she has being a nurse. So, she's just talking or acting like I should know what she's talking about or what she needs me to do. It's like,
well, that's what I'm talking about with like my blood pressure. I'm like, I don't know what those numbers mean. And then she tells me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I should have explained. I'll never remember what you just said. It's not important to me. It doesn't mix in my brain. I can't hold numbers. And it's, they tell you these things. Or they mention your medicine and you're like, okay, I hear words. I'm not a medical person.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there.
Exactly.
I'm barely competent with the metric system. Have you seen these dosages?
I will say that smell, that hospital smell, I'm tired of that. But Michael and you came to visit me quite a few times. And I know Michael came, I didn't remember it, but he was wearing his Hello Kitty shirt to come see me. And the nurses, Demon was like, all my aunties came and bothered you. Like all these women are all over Michael, like, Hello Kitty. Oh.
And then the next day when I was wearing a different shirt, it got mentioned again. So how many shirts do you think I own?
You're going to wear Pikachu. And
what was the second shirt you wore?
Well, what does it matter? It wasn't Hello Kitty.
Oh, it wasn't a Hello Kitty shirt. So
they didn't like that. They wanted to see the big tall man in his kilt, with Hello Kitty shirt.
With the Hello Kitty shirt, yeah.
I like how it looks on him.
I don't mind Hello Kitty. It's trendy. It's pop culture enough.
He likes cats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're not going to see me wearing a Barbie shirt, but it wouldn't bother me if I owned one.
Right. Yeah. If you had the silhouette.
Yeah, you're not going to see me purchasing one for myself, but
correct. Yeah.
It's trendy enough.
Mm-hmm. If you had the I'm Kenneth, it was like I heard so many boys from when the Barbie movie came out. Ken was featured, right? And so it was finally like Ken was now accepted and realized in the Barbie universe. And so there was this branding where they had neon color fuzzy sweaters, and it said I'm Ken Nuff, like I'm enough, I'm Knuff. And so straight guys would buy the sweaters, for whatever reasons, and they were like, dude, I've never got hit on so much in my life just by wearing that shirt. So sometimes, it almost benefits the dude. Like, ladies, yes.
Oh, yep, nope, true. Yeah, you and I came and visited you. We watched a little bit of Happy Gilmore.
We did. I love it.
Yeah.
You brought me a little teddy bear.
A really good movie. Yes, I did. Figured you needed a companion.
I used it as a pillow. I
already
definitely
had one, but yeah.
And then Michael brought me the best present in the world.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Big old body pillow.
Big old body pillow. I think that really sold the sleeping and the comfort because I'm mid 40s. I have my pillows and my hot flashes, so I need my things. And I didn't need pillows in my 20s or 30s. I need pillows in my 40s.
After 3 days, I can't do those hospital beds.
You
I had 3
are
rounds
not
of practice last year, so
you're not a good fucking patient to begin with, so it doesn't matter.
I was a good patient in Portland when I was in
He
Gomorrah.
was pretty good in Portland, yeah.
Were you good in Portland? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say I got a lot less complaints than regional. Regional, Michael, don't mix.
No.
Nurses were
mostly
really
their
mean.
fault.
Yeah, I was like, the nurses were really mean to him. They thought he was a meth head, or not a meth head, a fentanyl addict, and he was not.
Oh God, that was horrible. That was so horrible.
I didn't think we'd had so many medical problems in our lives. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm still answering, like I'm still on a hunt for this. So I got out on Sunday, went home, and of course, like life kept going, so I had to kind of catch up. But how are you supposed to catch up when you're supposed to take the time to actually heal your body from this terrible thing?
When your stomach's still doing backflips.
Yeah, I was like, I still have inflamed taste buds on my tongue, about 20 of them. My throat is still, because I had to do this to get it to come out. I lost my wedding ring. I don't think I swallowed it, but I don't know where it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in the hospital, you think, or
no?
Somewhere in the process.
Somewhere. It wasn't my actual wedding ring. It was my fake wedding ring that I was wearing at the time.
Oh, okay.
I
still have the real one.
Think so. Been a hard year.
It's been a rough
year.
I believe that.
So I went to my chiropractor for some relief on my back. And he was like, yep, come in and Jodi, tell me what happened. And I said this, and then he had the time, it was like on a Tuesday at 3. And we went through all of my medical stuff that I had, a upper, lower colonoscopy that I've had, all these surgeries I've had. I made sure that I'm not allergic or glucose intolerant or, all those things. And so he thought about possibly like the scar tissue around one of my surgery being too tight and not allowing my stomach to stretch around it or something. So those things wouldn't be seen in an ultrasound or in those types of things because it's just supposed to be there, scar tissue. But the way it's angled or something, that might be a problem. They also want to look at like thyroid stuff and potentially like what if my vagal nerve was running through here and it got caught up, or so just more answers, but not necessarily but they all believe that marijuana wasn't the problem either. It's like every single doctor that I go to is like, no, it's fine. But the surgeons won't do a lickety split. Nothing. I've gone to 2 or 3 specialists and they all like, stop smoking pot for 6 months and come back and see if you still have it. And that's it.
Yes. Eliminate the one thing that gives her pain relief.
And we're not talking just pain relief. We're talking about like it makes me want to eat food that I hate. I hate eating food most of the time because it could bring this on. I have such fear. And so the one thing that brings any kind of relief in my life,
So did the surgeons there didn't say that though, right? Or did
the surgeons, they kind of left. It's interesting the way that we think doctors are supposed to be like, I'm Dr. Smith, and are you the husband of Jodi Clark? Let me tell you what's going on. We did this with her and then this. They don't talk to the spouses or anything. They talk to you, except you forget. And then you don't want to talk to your spouse because you're in pain. So doctors never really do shit. there. And so they like talk to each other and they'd say some medical words, but really they look at you. I had one doctor looked at me and he was like, "Oh, everything looks clear. It's like, just stop smoking pot." And he looked at me. So he was practicing this Jedi trick on me, but I'm an actor and I knew that trick. Silence is power, right? So he said this statement and then he stared in my eyes for a good 5 seconds. And I stared back.
Right.
You know, and I just something like, "Sure." And we just stared at each other. And I was like, "You're not going to get me to back. You know, you're not breaking me. I can play this eye game." But it was just this like, and then my beautiful chiropractor's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, they're mostly assholes who just like, I don't know. Or they're the new punk in the school who hasn't done anything for and they just don't have any experience or knowledge about women or redheaded women, that were different."
Right.
And so I honestly felt more seen and cared for at the chiropractor than at any other doctors.
So even at Providence, you faced some pushback on that
From the medical, so not from the nurses or the Jesus people, because it's a religious hospital. So they were all kind and everything. But the doctors, it was just stop smoking pot. And I had to come out to my mother, who was there during check-in.
Get into that. Yes.
Oh my gosh! So I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. But I've had to come out to my mother 3 different times in my life. One was at 16 for being gay. One was at 27 for being a burlesque dancer. And one was at 46 for smoking marijuana.
How did the burlesque one happen?
I was getting noticed too many times. This was when my picture was on top of the paper. So it was the October picture. My picture was on the liner. My picture was the entire 8-ball section. And my article was in the middle with another full page. I was getting way too popular and too noticed.
And her parents get the paper.
And so my grandmother calls me at sex or something and say, "Jodi, your mother's going to see it. What are you going to do?" And I'm like, no. And so I was like, I could tell her maybe that they just used my stock imagery, right? That I sold my stock imagery and they just used it. And I was like, I just can't, because there are too many people coming up to me. "Your strawberry stems." And I just.
Right.
And plus.
And it was a cute picture too.
It was. And my mother's not an idiot. She knew that I was having feelings at 16. She knew I was, because she's told me, "Baby, I already know. And it's your responsibility to tell Jesus what burlesque is when you go to heaven." I did my job.
Yep.
Right?
Like the all-powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing doesn't know.
Yeah. And so this time the guy in front was like, "Are you still doing marijuana?" And I was like, "No."
Today.
Fucker. Yeah, I was like, "You fucker." And so I couldn't tell if my mother had heard her or not. So I turned to her and I was like in between barfing. I was like, "Mommy, you hear what he said?" And she's like, "A little confused." And so I said,
"I'll make it easy. Your daughter's a stoner."
I told her that my doctor had prescribed it for me, which is true. I mean, not as in she okayed it for me to do, not that she's going to give me a subscription, because that ain't happening, but that it is.
Nobody needs a subscription now or
I wish I would have one, or at least a discount card. Shit. And that it's legal and it's on the Tylenol schedule class A of narcotics or whatever, that it's on the same level as Tylenol. So it's not the devil's weed that, so I obviously overly explained, trying to not have her hate me. And
of course she's very understanding, wasn't she?
And she doesn't want me to lie about this type of stuff. So, and I said, "That's all my secrets. That's all my secrets." And it is. Don't do anything else. Don't gamble. I don't even drink coffee.
Right. You don't drink coffee.
I don't do anything.
Do you go to church?
You should
sometimes
doing something.
I pray every day. Don't act like I don't. Going to heaven. But I mean, the dog. So I'm house sitting, and this dog is just laying next to me, watching me before I went to the hospital, fly barfing, from the side of the bed. Blah. And he's just looking at me with such concern. concern. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, dogs can sense that. Dogs have very good sense of when people aren't feeling good and when they absolutely do.
I thought it was the dog's concern because what happens to the dog when he does that on the carpet?
He thought it was gonna get in trouble. I get it.
Just wait till they get home. You're going to be in trouble now.
I know.
I'm going to get blamed I'm going to get blamed for this.
This is the kind this type of dog. This dog is such what they call the Velcro dog, right? And so he's like a stick at your side hound kind of thing. But poor Michael had to take over the house sitting when I was ill. And so he comes to the house. He's frustrated. He's tired. He's got one leg. He's, in his kilt. And it's probably like, 10:30 or something at night. And so he lets you go ahead, Michael.
Well, I just go there. You got to punch a code to get in the door. I open the door, and this dog, it's the breed's a Vizsla. It's a Hungarian pointer. But it might as well be Greyhound. Might as well be Greyhound, especially as well as I can keep up with it. Anyway, the dog just darts out the door and down the street. And of course, the dog's And of course, the dog's not going to respond to me.
He doesn't know you from Adam.
No. Luckily, he knows the neighbors, but I've got Kane. I'm yelling for the dog for no reason.
Michael's using his big barrack. God damn it!
Yeah, I was just, and I'm trying to call Jodi. I don't know what good she could do because she's an invalid right now.
In the hospital.
And I'm trying to call, but it's just going to voicemail. And
oh my God.
And and what's funny is neighbors who know their neighbor, unlike our street, and know the dog, even know the dogs by name, do not freaking help.
They just watch you.
Yeah, just watch me.
Oh yeah, no, they just watch. Yeah.
It's like you were right there. You could have grabbed her for me. What the? And then they send a message to the homeowner, to the person we're house sitting for, about some crazy guy in a skirt.
Braveheart's chasing your dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No
sure,
way.
that needed to happen. Thank so, dog.
So after enough time, about a half hour actually, of me just praying this dog doesn't run off to the major road and or what have you. Actually, I get the dog to nudge towards the house and back in, but that was about the last fun dogging I had this trip.
Oh my goodness, dude, that sounds so crazy.
So now I'm finally, I've been back in the house, and now I'm finally well enough to where I can take the dog out and we could run around and play. So he's happy. And he loves Michael. Tomorrow. They're coming back tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. So you're almost done.
Yeah. And then Waylon and I, so he gets a special song every day. I make a Waylon song for him. And his people are musicians, so I sing to him. And we lay on the ground, I'm like, Waylon, you're a good old boy, you're my best friend. Would you buy me a toy? And and we do things, but like the way he just like just gets like in me, like gets in my spice. I could tell he loves it.
Does the dog do any tricks? I couldn't get the dog to shake or...
He can sit, and he can get his food up in the air.
He doesn't roll over?
Not really. We did something fun last night. So Benji had his friend over for a sleepover. Michael was with the boys, and I was with the dog alone. And so I'm like, you know what? Let's have some fun. So I close all the curtains, and I set up a little stack station. What?
For witnesses.
Well, I set up a little stack station in the kitchen, and then a little smoking section over there, and then like my Coca-Cola section over there. And so I took Waylon. I was like, Waylon, come here. And we go to the front door, and we go outside, and then we go inside. And I have in my earphones playing all like this club music and stuff. And I'm like, wow, man, thanks for letting me into this exclusive club. And I'm dancing around, pretending to get my stamp. And then we go into the kitchen, like, hi, hello, what would you like? I'm like, oh, wow, how cool. And I order like, tomato soup and crackers because that's what I have. And then so Waylon and I are pretending to talk to imaginary people that aren't there, and I'm feeding him his dog treats, and then I'm dancing. Woo! So we went to and had fun at it. We sang karaoke and danced, and
an exclusive club.
An exclusive club.
Dog club.
Just wheeling it out. I had so much fun playing by myself.
Jodi's World is somewhere that everyone should try and visit.
I agree. It's pretty fun in here when I'm happy. All right.
That's when you're happy.
And I'm happy. Sometimes I'm a big rain cloud.
Ay. Right now is a happy time.
Yeah.
Feeling better. You're feeling
better. I'm super excited about school again starting. I love to teach. I love a paycheck. And plus, like, dang, at school, at least our school, because it's a Title I school, but we get fruits. Usually once or 2-3 times a week during like regular time of school, like it's the apples or it's carrots or peppers or things like that. And so it's just the best feeling to be at a workplace where you know there's snacks, there's a nurse, there's milk, there's a bathroom. These are some fun. I just feel so happy and safe at my little elementary school.
When do you go back to school?
I think I start on the 11th, but the school starts on the 16th.
Ah, okay. Oh, I thought it was when you posted that you said Benji and Hudson for the last time before they go back to school. I thought that meant school was starting like next week or something.
No. We got a couple more. Got to get some haircuts done and getting ready.
So I've been, my wife is out of town, so I've been doing everything.
Did you go to an exclusive club?
Yeah, kinda. I went to the barn.
The barn.
And it's not.
It is if you have the music in your ears.
It's not really a venue.
I did find the sheep that really likes petting. Here.
Oh.
See? The rest of them all like you try and pet them and they like run away. This one's like, yes, give me some more. She came over and like put her head up against the bar and she's just like, I'll take some of that. And then the other ones would come over and you'd try to them and they're like, no, don't touch me.
honey. So I see hand going this way.
Yes.
Is it one way? Like
no, I could have gone the other way. Yeah, she just enjoyed that. So
yeah.
Is that against the grain of the coat?
Yes. Yeah, no, it's somewhat against the grain there.
Yeah.
Well, like with dogs, that I'd be like sides.
So yeah, I thought that was cute. Then I have stupid chicken.
Out of curiosity, what do you do with the sheep?
Eat them, sell them.
You don't like
make
feathers out of their wool or nothing?
They are hair sheep. They are a breed called Katahdins, and so they we'll figure it out. I can hear myself back anyway, so they have hair, and so they lose their hair.
So you don't need to shore them?
No, they don't need shoring.
Like sheep.
Yeah. I knew a kid named Katahdin. Good name.
Yeah, so they're good for milk, they're good for food, and they're good for breeding. So
not with you though.
Wrong other.
That's the one thing I don't like about a dog is that they hump. Cats don't do that, or my cats don't do that.
Right.
But I was like, ew. He was in a mood, so I kicked him out of the bedroom.
This is stupid chicken. So I told the story of stupid chicken. So we have like 7 or 8 chickens up at the top by the house, and the barn's down away from the house. Well, the rooster that we have hates this chicken. It's a female chicken. It's a hen. There's no reason for him to hate this chicken, but I think he doesn't like redheads because it's a redhead. The other ones are black. So I think it's just
douche
like that chicken. Yeah.
Did you repurpose a futon for that gate?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, she does all kinds of shit. I don't even know what the hell. But that's probably is a futon. Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past her.
No, well done. I mean, it's good use. But I'm just looking at it because I used to own one like that, and the two metal brackets here underneath the chicken and the other one off to the side. That's to keep your mattress from sliding off it when you're up in couch mode.
So stupid chicken got beat the hell up. Like she was in bad shape a couple of times. Oh, I know. And then she eventually moved into the old sled dog yard that we had, right? We used to have sled dogs. So she moved there. And then eventually she made her way down to the barn, and she's been staying with the rams outside. But when it rained, it was raining hard last night. And so she's like, you know what? Fuck that. I ain't being out in the rain. I'm going to go in the thing. I'm trying to open another picture. Oh, she crawled up underneath. So you can see this is underneath the thing. So she's all just crawled up under there. It's like, I'm staying out of the rain.
This place
like, you stupid chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, that stupid chicken. Oh, is it sharing? Yeah, it is. There you go.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's been my life. Chickens, dogs, eating everybody.
Don't you hate it that everyone eats?
They all have to eat every single day.
It makes me so angry. I'd be cooking for my family, and I'm like, I fucking hate food.
So they tried. I was listening to something the other day, and there was this stuff called Soylent.
Green?
Years ago. Nope. It was a play on that, but it was just called Soylent. And what it was a drink. Like we talked about this. I said if there was a drink that would give you sustenance, you would totally do that, right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Well, they tried it. They actually made a drink that was supposed to just give everybody the nutrients that they needed. Well, the problem is it's a one size fits all, and our bodies are not one size fits all.
No,
our bodies need different stuff at different times.
It's almost like it needs to scan you for what your makeup is.
And what got me, what I was listening to, they were talking about this because they were talking about breast milk versus formula.
Uh-huh.
Whereas they have studies now that there are sensors in nipples, people's nipples, that read the saliva of babies, and then the mother's body will change the formula of the breast milk, right?
Yeah.
And so they'll add more carbohydrates, or they'll add more whatever is needed. They'll read the baby's saliva and say, okay, they need more of this.
That's really
it
cool.
Will change. And so just trying to give formula is the same thing. You try to give a baby formula, you're missing some of the,
Yeah, I mean, it's for my generation, it was best is breast, or breast is best, but formula is absolutely totally okay. Because Benji stopped. Benji rejected me at 6 months, so I wanted to nurse my baby for a whole year. And the one thing that they get at the very, very beginning is this extraness in breast milk. That's very, very important. But again, you're okay if you don't have it, if you don't have formula. But Benji, rejected me at 6 months. It was the worst rejection of my life because it hurt too. He was ready to say, he would just turn. It was just too tough for him. And then we had to switch to formula, and we were formula people. We loved it up until we went on a trip, and he was just starting to eat food, and we brought the formula as a backup, and Michael tried to give him a bottle.
Okay.
Michael.
And he just turned and bottle. Right there on the plane in the seat.
He was like,
Really?
I'm done with that.
That's disgusting.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, just like the one time he stood in front, and I have a video of this. He's standing in his crib, and he looks at me, and he gets out, and he stands up, and he goes, "All done." And he doesn't know words. He doesn't know anything, but he knew that day he was all done with his crib.
Yeah, he just climbed right over.
Wow.
I had the sense to film it, and immediately I'm thinking, well, that thing's useless now. Nobody wants to own this anymore. It doesn't do anything.
Oh my good
When you're a
grief.
child, yes. Do you remember
he stuck the landing?
Yeah, he did. He did really good. Remember when we saw him rolling over for the first time and I cheated?
Well, what I remember was he was so methodical about doing it. Was just leg up and over, basically transferring his body weight until he rolled over, and then we put him back, on his back and
tummy time.
And leg up and over, and body follows over. It was just, robotic almost, like a machine.
But his very first time, I was like, we have to capture it, like you do as new parents. And he was like there for he was midway for the longest time. And I was like, you can't do that. But and then we got his first steps on video as well. It was just a few of them, but he was on his little guy walker because it's so cute. Little kids have walkers too when they're learning how to move around. And so he stood next to it, and I don't remember who was filming and who he was walking to. But he walked to one of us. He was in his little Star Wars, Darth Vader jams. And it was like a 1, 2, 3, and then boom. But it was just, so sweet.
I remember the one on the bed when he was very, very small, but trying to get him to crawl, and we're just cheered him on and come on, buddy. And he gets a couple hands over and over and vomits.
Vomits. I'm seeing Michael like, come here, buddy. Come here.
Yeah, excited, think you're accomplishing something, and it's too much for him.
It's from his mama.
Oh my God, that's yeah, he must have. Well, Patty, so Patty's saying that she never even produced milk.
Yes. Yep.
Well, that's Jodi's OB also mentioned that mine never came in either, and just said what it is.
Yep, it's absolutely a legit baby baking, all that stuff is very difficult. It doesn't just happen. In fact, since you shared, thank you, Patty. I didn't know there was such thing as white girl nipples. So, not to be graphic or anything, but I don't have ginormous nipples, and so they had to give me a hat that I had to put on to make an actual nipple. I'm like,
how does putting a hat on your head make a nipple?
Exactly. I had same questions.
Oh, you had a booby booby hat.
I had a boob hat.
A booby hat.
So you are supposed to scent it first with and then put it on so that they're like, what is this? Oh, it tastes like milk. Yeah, it was sad. I didn't produce much, but I was like,
right.
And then again, I'm very grateful for my baby, obviously, but we didn't get to have that oh, my water's broken, darling, get the suitcase, those types of things. We had a bad doctor's visit that we came back in the early morning for another check on my blood pressure, which was the only other time that's ever been that high, to can she go home and rest, which Michael said no, which is true. Yeah, I won't. I won't sit down in my house if it's dirty, or if I feel like I need to do something. And so they're like, okay, then she needs to get back to this hospital in less than an hour.
Yeah, you can go home and pack a bag and grab your toothbrush, and then you go to labor delivery.
Yeah. And it was we had just enough time to grab Taco Bell. I think that was our last meal on the drive was Taco Bell.
Well, not only that, I remember early on at the pregnancy checkups and whatnot, they mentioned, okay, so right now, it's once a month, and the baby's getting closer as these appointments get more frequent. And soon as that appointment was, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I knew, okay, we're having that baby early.
Yeah.
And
It just
then
didn't
they
occur.
diagnosed the preeclampsia, and there's a cure for preeclampsia. It's called childbirth.
Yeah.
So they induced that day.
Holy moly.
And a dry thing up your hoochie to make it an inducement is not comfortable. It's they put something up there and to get it all thing. It's just the whole thing is uncomfortable. But
did you have it? I think you said you had an epidural. Like you felt the pain long enough to feel the pain, and then you said, "Give it to me."
For 15, 16 hours or something before
My
she was
Lord.
like, "I'm done with this."
yeah, I wanted to experience. I wasn't there to be a hero, and I'm definitely all about women making sure they're comfortable when they're having babies. I'm all for women being natural or whatever they prefer. But for me,
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
as an actor, I wanted to know how I sounded at my utmost pain of screaming, my guttural, I wanted to lock that into my brain as an actor. And then there was a point where I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm just.
Well, her water broke at something like 2 a.m. or so.
Mhm.
And this is on the Pitocin to induce. And then she's just waiting as, dilating and just hours on. Benji was born at 5 p.m. So it was just hours.
And so I was supposed to be experiencing even more pain than I thought, because they kept checking on me like, do you need anything with the pain? And at that time I was fine, but then it was like there was a point where I was like, because they're like, anymore, we're going to start. And I was like, okay, then I want my epidural. And I'm glad I didn't know how big the needle was and all that stuff, because that was very, very painful. I had to hunch over my tummy
To separate the spine, the vertebrae, so you can get to the spinal
Oh my
cord.
God.
and it's pretty big.
Yeah, read that one.
I was so sick during my pregnancy. I lost too much weight. I was induced to save my life. He was breaking ribs to get my tailbone on the way. Oh, that's wonderful.
Not even great. That's, oh my goodness.
No, it's yeah. Being a woman sucks. But I'd rather be a woman than a man. But in my next life, I want to be a man.
Goodness.
But so I got the epidural, and then it started one side of that I was on, pregnant anymore. It was amazing. And then he had me turn to the other side, and it dripped over on that side. And it was just like, I loved him. I didn't love my husband anymore. I loved him. And I was like, I'm going to write you Christmas cards. I love you. And he gets that all the time, right? Because he's the epidural guy.
Oh yeah.
Or he
Right.
gets that, why didn't this work on me? Because it's not, there's possibilities it won't. Or that it
Right.
will only cover certain sections. But
Did it work? It worked on you?
it
did
worked 100% on me. After
Okay,
that,
good.
we were so happy. And that was when we were teasing each other and laughing, and I was
Yeah.
supposed to be pushing.
The Michael and Jodi comedy show started right then.
Sorry, right then and there. And then they're like, do you want to touch your baby? And I'm like, no. And they like put my hand like, and I touch his head. And
Well, you had asked at this point if they're going to have to switch to cesarean.
Oh.
And she's literally crowning at the time.
Like, nope, it's coming.
Yeah, so the doctor just grabs her hand and puts it right on Benji's little head. And, oh, dear. Yeah, no, Jodi, you're having a baby.
was it gross, or was it just what it was?
Yeah, it's what it was.
That's what it was.
I mean,
You knew what you were looking at.
if you want to get technical, the whole process is gross. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys haven't seen this. I'll share this before we go. This is Patty's current project. It's a little glue.
to find the schwa.
Yeah, each letter represents a black, or it
Oh, okay,
represents
I
a different
see.
color bead.
Yes.
And so you can see it's pretty much together here, right?
Yeah.
I think. Well, let's see. It's actually this big. That
Oh
little
my.
section right there is what is done now. That is that.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what she has to go.
Wow, Patty. Are you using
But-
the in burlesque we have the sticks. Yeah, the dabber sticks
look,
where we take the Swarovski and the glue.
Yeah, we've got.
I do this when I bedazzle my costumes.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got the glue stick gun. We got the beads. We got the.
You got the beads. This is amazing.
I can't wait to see it.
Wow, yeah.
When it's done. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, yeah, so she's got a little more done, as you can see there. There's so yeah, it looks looks pretty neat. Oh, she got even more done now.
Is that a touch lamp? Bet it is. A little pretty one.
You guys know your furniture.
I know my furniture. I tell you, anytime that Michael and I watch any television show, we're just like,
oh no. The epidural up and oh man, you were breaking ribs, no epidural, and
and a little dickhead came out.
A little dick. You should remind him every day. You know what you did to me?
Yeah, right. My mother always says she loves me more because we almost died together. And I was also one of those died
pregnancies.
Shake it around.
But you love your children, so.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't change anything in my life because I got Benjamin. It's all worth it to me.
Yeah, I know. I had to be slapped to start breathing.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Both Michael and I were hard babies. Yeah, he had his mom had a hard pregnancy with him.
Yeah, it's complications with mom's diabetes.
All right, before we go, there's the number now at the end of the stream.
Nice. All right, I'll be excited to see what it looks like next Friday.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait either. So.
All right, cool.
Peace.
All right,
Thank you. It's good.
Bye.
We will be back next Friday. We will be here next Friday.
Watch us.
Oh, wait. I got one more. I got a new photo.
Something.
Hang on. I got a new photo, it looks like. Oh.
Sorry.
Sure. That looks complicated.
Wow.
You got all the little so each one of these is a different color or a different type or whatever. So I'd be all confused.
It reminds me of the game Minecraft or Mine Bomb.
Oh yeah, the bomb. No, yeah.
I said Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Who likes like Minecraft?
I still don't
So I'm
understand
looking forward to seeing what this looks like next week too. So
Yeah. Good job, Patty.
All right. Bye. Good night. We will see you. I'll see you next week. Probably
Right on.
Tuesday. Okay. Laters.
Introducing Agent Anthony Tony Miller from the Bureau, undermining misinformation.
Welcome to the office, huh?
Agent Miller takes the mission seriously with an eye toward the future.
Retirement, man. One word only.
You don't look that old. How long you got?
14 years, 5 months, 7 days, give or take. Who's counting?
When it comes to finding misinformation, Agent Miller brings his A game.
It's obvious. Dude's not right. Nolan Ryan, way tougher than Roger Clemens, period.
Agent Miller is also a master of the interrogation.
I say we just let him stew for a little bit. We'll go catch some coffee, eat some food, maybe check the scores. Then we finally go in. I'll take some notes, but really they're just doodles. But I'm getting really good actually at some sketches. I'll show you later.
Is there anything I can do for you guys?
Chicky nuggies.
Agent Anthony Miller, performing the mission of keeping us safe from dangerous misinformation.